Students, so welcome back to the practical demonstration of the week 5. So again we are going to start a new project, so we next, and then we can say that it's a practical demo, maybe 05. I just put it over there. That is week 5. Okay, and then everything is all set, finish. It will create that particular specific project for me, and it is here now. Now, first of all, I would like to add a few image resources that we need. Okay, so I have inside my 6 images that we want to paste here. Yes, and click OK. So we have those 6 images here. Okay, so as I told you that we have that card view. Okay, so in that particular specific card view we can put the things together. So let me go into my layouts. We have that particular layout, so we want to add first the card view dependency, so we can say card. So that's come down here. I click on that. We want to add it. Yeah, it will automatically add that particular dependency into our project, so we can use that particular specific card view inside our so here maybe I will just try to like into the because it is going to be longer, so we need to have that particular specific um, um, scroll view. Okay, inside the scroll view, height, fine, that's not an issue. Then instead of having that particular text view, we say we have a linear layout. I say match parent, and then also match parent, and we have the orientation that is vertical, and then we can say that this thing. So we are inside that particular specific linear layout. Inside the linear layout we can have card view. Okay, so I say height match parent wrap content, and then I make something like this. We also need to change the background tint, so let me bring that particular specific background tint exactly the same that we have used in our lectures. Okay, so I'm just trying to like copy that particular specific color. Okay, so I just have that particular specific color. Right now we have not anything over there. Then we can put some text view. So we say wrap content, and then we say text property. Text property is what you can say that card view, and then we also have a text color. Text color we say dollar or ampersand ff. Okay, and then we can close it down. We can also have that particular text size 30 sp. We also say that we want to have the margin. Okay, margin I say 10 dp. So you can see that text style, I mean bold. Okay, so we also say that gravity, layout gravity is center, so it becomes center. So let me quickly add the same text view over there. Okay, and here I don't put that particular we don't put that particular specific gravity. It will come down on the right side. Maybe I would like to change that particular text size to 20. Okay, the same thing is here, 20, so that you can see that there's a visible difference over there. And again I paste that particular another text view, and here I say that I want to make it bottom or maybe right. Yeah, so it's going to the other side of that particular specific. And one more thing that I would like to have, that I want to have some margin in the layout, I say 20 dp. So we have those margins right now. The if we look at these edges, they are not rounded, so we can say that corner round radius, I say 15 dp. So dp, so if you can see that now it's a little bit rounded on the edges. We can also have that particular card elevation, maybe 8 dp. So maybe it's not that much visible to you, but yes, it is like something which is, we can say that it is going to be a little bit above that one. Okay, so this is our what you can say that this card layout. Now I want to add another card layout. I say card layout, I say match parent and the wrap content, and then I put the margin, and that is 20 dp. And then I need to put an image view. I say match parent height is 200 dp. And then I put source. I am putting that particular redwood light ones. And so if we look at that, we can say that scale type, I say center cop, so you can see that it is coming like that. And then we can say that we also have a maybe I can put that particular text view over there, huh? Instead of center, we are saying that that should be on the right and bottom. So right bottom, so that will be the title. So title is the same as that we have here, not the card view, it's a red wood night light one. So again, we don't have that particular specific what you can say that the rounded corner, so we say card round corner, so maybe I say 10 dp, so or maybe 15 dp. And then we can say card elevation, I say that the card elevation maybe 10 dp. So we have that one. So again, we have that particular specific image. Okay, so what we are trying to do here, so we are trying to create another card view, and this is a second one, this is third one, this is the fourth one, this is the fifth one, and this is the sixth one. So we can add, so we have already added this one, so here we can say that it should be the second, and again here should be the second. Okay, and then the here we will have that particular specific what you can say that doubtful sound, I suppose. Yeah, so let me say doubtful sound. The same thing, we need to change the title, that is DOU doubtful sound. Okay, so now you can see that it's actually because we have applied that scrolling over there in the top, so we can scroll. So we have that one. In the next one, I think that we have the Kaya. What is this? Kai Taki 1 Kai Tai River. I mean, how you pronounce it? Kai Tiaki River Adventure 1. So the same thing, I think that I just need to copy this thing so that I can put that particular specific Kaitaki 2, and then I can put that particular specific thing into 2. So you can see we have those. Okay, I don't want to when you click and anyway, so it is there. So the last one is I think that one is the Franz Joseph Glacier. Franz Joseph Glacier. Okay, so I just put it like that. So we have those information here, and then if I just try to run that particular specific application, you can see those like here. So we have those glaciers, we have the rounded corners, we have the and, and then of course if we want to implement the on click event, we have not implemented yet. So for each and every card view, which is this one, so yeah, this one, yeah, this is the card view. So in here I say on click event. In the on click event, I want to start that card one clicked. So when I say card one clicked, press alt enter, create that particular specific method over there. But of course, before we can go into that one, we need to add those what you can say that we need to add those activities. So we can either go right click here, new activity, and then we can say that I want to have the start empty activity, and this is a card one activity. Maybe I say that's card one activity. Okay, and then I say finish. So when I finish, so we have that particular specific activity. The same thing is that we need to add that particular specific card one, card two, card three, card four, card five, card six activities. So let me quickly change that particular specific activity into the let me the image details we have here. So again, I'm just copy pasting, don't worry about that one. So I just say Control C, and then I am going to remove all of that and paste this thing. So we have that particular image details, descriptions, and so on. So of course here we are going to put that particular specific image details here. So what we need to do here, so this is the so we can put that particular specific image title, so descriptions, we are going to put that one here. So that is our if I just do that, okay, so we have that particular specific, and then we also have the title is a redwood light nightlight one. So title is redwood image details title. So and then we have that image, so this is the redwood light one. So image, I mean on the on click event, if I just say that we're going to create intent, intent is equal to new intent, and then we say plus the context, and then we say that card one activity dot class, and then we can simply what you can say that we can start activity and pass that particular specific intent here, and it will start that particular specific activity for us. So I'm not going to implement all of them. Okay, the reason is that that's just a, I mean, we need to like having all those things together, and then we can just simply do it that. So if I click on that, it will go into that one. So if you want to have show the details of this one, then right now I haven't implemented that one, but you can have another card 1, 2 activity, 3 activity, 4 activity, 5 activity, and 6 activity, and put all those things over there. But this is not what we want here. Okay, so now I would go into my strings. So here we have only one particular specific thing, that is the name of the application. So remember that I show you that I can add that resources. These resources are already there. these drawable resources are already there, so you can see that. We also have put the title, image titles. We also put the descriptions. So we are putting everything inside the string array and inside our strings.xml. So we are just trying to create our, what you can say, that the data part. So let me close that thing, or maybe we can keep this one here. So now what we want, that we want to add a list. Okay, so we are not going to do it here. So let me add another activity that is called the list activity. Okay, so we say activity and then we say that empty activity, and here instead of having that particular specific main, we are saying that we want to have a list activity. That is our activity underscore list. So in the main activity, again at the top of that particular specific one, I am going to add another button here. We say that button, we say wrap content, and then wrap content, and then we can say this, and then here we say on click start list activity, and here we put some text here, not list activity, and maybe we say that gravity, we can say that horizontal center, so it will go into the center. So we have that particular specific button. We go not this, we say alt enter and create that particular specific thing. Here we say that intent is equal to new intent. We say this, and then we say that list activity dot class. So we are creating that one, and then we say start activity, and we pass that particular specific intent to it. So if I just try to run this thing here, so you can see that when we click on that particular button, it will take me to the list activity. Okay, so we have already what you can say, that we have already created that particular specific strings variables. In the main activity, we have all done, so we will be coming into that particular specific. In the main activity, we don't want to do anything else, so we will just close it down. We have a list activity, that's we need to change, and then we also have the list activity Java class, and this is our layout. So first thing is that we need to go into that particular specific list activity, and here we are going to create that particular static list. And but before we can go to that, we need to add a list item. Okay, so we are adding, what I'm doing, I right click on that one, that particular, or maybe we can go from here, new, and here we can have that Java class. Whether we go from here or right click on that particular specific cover where we have all our Java classes. So right click Java class. So here we say that list item. Okay, so in the list item we have a few things. What is the int image resource? The second thing is it is a string title, and then we have a string description. Okay, so we have a description, so we can say control and n. When you say control n, we say want to build a constructor, select all those what you can say, that the variables, and click OK. So it will create that particular specific constructor for us. We also say control and we say getter methods, again select all those properties, and then we can also again control, and we have the setter methods, select those properties and enter. So I mean, we have created that particular class which contain the, or maybe we can list item, and list item contain 3 different data parts. Fine. Now we come back here, and then we say that we want to create a static variable which is of a list not list activity, list, and then we can say that we have a what is it, list item, and we can say that it's a data is equal to new array list, and here we say that list item, and we can, so actually we have initialized that particular with the empty one. Okay, and then of course we want to create that particular specific method which is a private method which does not return me anything. It create data for us and it does not take any parameter as an input. So first thing is that we need to have that particular specific I mean, I'm just trying to, I have already explained you this code. So what I'm doing here, so I'm just trying to create get that particular image resource list that we have created in the XML, that is the array. So we are trying to say that it's a typed array, and in typed array we are getting it and putting it here. And then inside again image titles and the image descriptions, we are getting the data from the XML file, and then we create a, so of course here we are don't have the list row item, but we have the list item. So list item, okay, and then you can see that I have put the values over there. So when we do that, this will create, so what we want, so we say that we want to use that particular to fill that particular data variable with all the elements which we have defined here inside our, so we have that particular specific data bar. Good. Now what we need to do, I just try to convert it into the linear layout, and then change it to its orientation to vertical. I put a button, wrap content, and then text recycler view. Okay, and maybe I put some margin 20 dp. Okay, and not like this, I just want to have this. Okay, I have not anything, so maybe I will put the gravity here, gravity as a center, so it will go there, but don't worry about that one. And then we have to put a list view. I say match parent, and we can have what you can say that an ID, so it is our my list view. Okay, so I just put that one here. Maybe we can put some what you can say that margin 10 dp, so it is more like that one. Okay, so we have that particular list view, we have that particular specific item, and now we need to add a list adapter. So again, right click here, and then we say that we want to add our my list adapter. I mean, this is the name of the class, so you can select whatever you are. My list adapter. Okay, so my list, we give the name as a my list to that particular specific list. So I say it's a my list adapter, and then remember that it should not be extended by default, so we say extend. So we say that base adapter, so that's again that is what we want. So, and as soon as we extend that particular class from the base adapter, it say that you need, it becomes a red underline. So again I press alt enter. When you press alt enter, you say that you want to implement those methods. Yes, we want to implement those, all of them. Yes. Okay, and then here in this particular specific class, again we are creating the list, and then that should be a list item, and that will be a data, and we also creating, I say control enter, and okay, we also need that particular context. So we have two things, and then I say control enter. I want to create a constructor. I want to select all the properties that we have defined here, and then it will create me that constructor. Fine. So we have that particular data part. We also have that context that we are going to we need later on when we are creating that particular specific creating that view from that layout. We have not created that layout yet, so we have that. So instead of getting the count 0, we say that data dot size is going to be returned. Get position again, get item ID, get item position. So what we need to do, instead of say data dot get index value, and here we say position. So we have implement this, we don't need to implement, we can make it 0, remain at 0. That's fine. Okay, so we have done so far. So now we have to have that particular specific card view layout that we are going to use for each item that we want to show. Okay, for each item we create that particular layout, that card view, image view, and so we need to add. So what we need to do, we need to go into the layout folder, right click on that, and then we say that we want to add a layout resource file. So we can give my underscore list item layout. I mean, whatever you want to do, but I have just given that name, my list item layout. Okay, so when I do that, it is going to be come down here. I don't want to have that particular constraint layout. I only have to have card view, and inside that card view, if I just go into my main activity, which I will just take that one. So I will just take that particular specific card view, and I put it inside that particular, okay. So I don't need that particular specific, I mean, let me close it down so I can see that things properly. So what I need that particular specific app. Okay, so we say that card corner radius. Okay, so when say card corner radius, let me change it, so we can say that card corner radius, we are saying 15 dp, and then we also have the card elevation, that is 10 dp, and then we have the layout margin, we put some margin here as well. Actually we don't need that particular specific thing here, and we also need to remove its closing tag here. So now you can see that we have that one, and then if I just try to put some margin here like 10 dp, so you can see that particular specific thing. And the other thing is that particular specific thing is going to covering the whole match parent. We don't want, we say wrap content. So now you can see this is the layout that we have created. So in this we have a card view, we have image view, we have the text view, and as you know that we need to provide the ID value. So we say that ID, and this is my list card. Okay, and the same thing that we are going to do here. So let me copy this thing from here, and then card image, and then here we are saying the card title, card title. Okay, so we are just assigning them the IDs to each and every element. Okay, so that we have done. So we have the we created the data part. Okay, we created the layout file, and then we have also created that particular specific what you can say that, let me close that main one. This is again, we don't need it anymore, I suppose, to keep it open. So I just close it down. So we have that particular specific list item. Again, we have created it, so let me close it down. This is my list adapter. So in the list adapter, I need to implement that particular specific part. Okay, so in the list adopter, so we need to implement that specific method that is going to create. So first of all, so remember that we have created that particular specific class, inner class elements, and then we had that particular specific image view image, and then we also have the text view as a title maybe. So I mean, it is not necessary that you have that particular specific um, have that class. So you can, I will show you that how we can quickly do the things. For example, in this one, first of all, we need to check if this particular specific convert view is double equal to null. It means there does not exist any view or any layout, so we need to create that particular layout. So we say layout inflator is equal to from the context we are going to get system services, and then what we need to, so we say that activity dot layout inflator service. Okay, so it still show me the red line. So if I just come over here, so what showing me, so it say that provided object, but we are expecting the layout inflator. So what we need to do, we need to convert that particular specific thing into the layout inflator, so that will be fine. Okay, so what inflator is an object that will help us to get that particular XML file and create all these objects, layout objects inside our memory. So that is the purpose of the inflator, which will help us to create that particular layout from the XML file. So here we can simply say that convert view is equal to inflator dot inflate, and then it will take a layout file, layout r dot layout dot my list item layout. Okay, and then we want to say that I don't want, there is no root or no base for that one, so we have created that one. And then what we can say that, we say that instead of like we say element is equal to new element. Okay, we don't want, maybe we don't want it, we can simply say that we create an image view, image is equal to we can say that convert image view dot find by view id r dot my r dot id dot my card image. Okay, so we can simply say that. We can also have a text view is equal to title is equal to convert view dot find by id, not for find focus, find by id r dot id dot my card title. Okay, my card image or my card title, and then we have those variables. So enter image dot set image resource, and then we can get the value. So how we can get the value, so we say data dot get, that is based on that particular specific position that is coming as an input, dot get image resource. So we have a text view title dot set text, and then here again we can have the data dot get and position, and that position we get title. So it will fix those all the elements, it will putting those image and the title inside it, and at the end we are going to return convert view. Okay, so in this way we can, I mean, we don't need that particular specific inside the class or something. I mean, it's not necessary, but if you want, you can put it over there, and then using that particular class you can do that, or you can directly create the variables and fill that particular specific layout with the specific image and the title itself. So that is, again, we have implemented almost everything for our what you can say that the list view. Okay, so adopter is all done, and this is also done. So what we need to do, so we have created the data. So inside we need to have that particular specific list view variable find by id r dot id dot my list view. Okay, that's a my list view. And then we can say that our my list view adopter is equal to new my list view adopter. We need to provide the context, that is the this, and then we also need to provide that particular specific. Okay, the first thing is the data, so we say data, and the second thing is this, we need to provide that particular specific context over there. And once we are done, we can simply say that list view dot set adopter, and then that adopter will be the adopter that we have just created for the list view. So let me run that particular application again, and I will show you. So we have a start list activity. In the start list activity, so you can see that all the, I mean, what we have done. So we have created all the data, and in the list activity we have converted that data into a list of items as a Java variable. I mean, that is a data we have created. And then we have what you can say that where is our activity? Yeah, where is this is my list activity. So we have created that one layout, and in that particular one layout we are filling the data from each different index values inside that particular list of items based on our adopter that is taking up. So that is our list, what you can say that. So we have all those lists. Now the point is, if you want to implement that particular specific click event on each item, so remember that I told you that what you can do. So we can simply go and click on the item. So we can see here, so we can say that list view dot set, we need to set on item click listener when we are clicking on some specific item. So we say a new on item click listener. So if I look at that, we have a parent, we also have a view, we also have the position. So that is the position which is representing that particular specific item that we have what you can say that. So what we can do, we can also, like, I mean, I say that toast dot make text, and then I say this, and then I say that title, and then I say plus, we have a data dot get, and then we have that particular specific position and the dot get title. So I'm just trying to put particular specific title dot length, and then we say the dot show. So whenever we are dot make text, what's happening? Okay, so it's like get context, get application context, or get context, get application context. Yeah, that will, because we are trying to get, because we are inside the on click listener inside the method. So that was the reason that it does not say that this. So, or maybe we can simply say that the parent or the view dot get context. Okay, so, or get application context, so the view dot get context. So if we just try to run that one, I will show you. This is our simple card view. Then we start the list view. If we click on the list view, it shows me redwood. So if I just go down there and then click on this one, it will show me the adventure 1. If I just go here, adventure 2. If I click on this one, then the guides 1. So you can see that if based on the item on which the index value of that particular specific item, we can access the data. And if we can pass this particular specific, like instead of like showing the toast, we can go something like this. Okay, so we say that intent is equal to new intent, and we need to pass the context. So again we say view dot get context, and then we can say that we want to start our card view card one activity. Where is the card one activity dot class? And we also put inside that particular specific intent is equal to intent dot put extra. So we are saying that position, position, and then we can also put in that particular specific position inside it, and then we say that start activity, and then we push that particular specific intent over there. So we can, because we are in the activity class, it will start that particular specific activity for us. Fine. So if I just try to do that and run it again, start the list activity, and if I click on that, it will show me this one. But actually even if I click on the other thing, it will show me the same thing, because the reason is that we have not changed our other activity. So if I just go into this one, okay, and remember that we have in the card view, we have assigned the IDs to each and everything. Okay, so we have title, we have the image, we also have the details description. Okay, so detail image, details description, and the details title. So if we go into our card activity and we need to get the position, for example, we say int pos is equal to get intent. We are getting the intent which has created or started this particular specific activity, and then get int extra, and then we have a position, and in case it is not, then we put the default value, and now we are all set. We have that position from where that particular things has been clicked. So what we need to do, we need to change the values title, image, and the, so we have a text view. We don't it actually, yep, yeah, it is, we don't need that one, it, because when we say only text, it added that particular specific. So we say title is equal to get find by view id r dot id dot details title. Okay, and then we say that title dot set text, and then we need to set the text. So for again, look at that, in the list activity we have that particular data which is the static one, so we can access it here. We can get the data at a specific position, that is POS, that we have just get from our intent, and then we can get the title. And similarly we set the title, now we set the image. So we say image view, just an image, and is equal to find by view id r dot id dot details image, and then here we can say that image is image dot set image resource. Again, list activity dot data dot get position, and then from that position get the image resource. And similarly for the description, so we can say that again, that description is a text view, so we say that description is equal to find by view id r dot id dot details description, and then we say description dot set text, and then say that list activity dot data dot get at a specific position, get that particular data, and from that data we are getting the description. So now if I just try to run that particular specific thing here, so we go into the list one and click on this one, it's showing me this thing. Go on to this one, it show me the second one. If I just try to go on this one, it show me. So now you look at that, we have only one activity, and based on the information that we are passing it will show me a different detail. So that is much more uh, good design as compared to creating 6 activities with all these details, and each click of that particular specific card view, we call that particular specific what you can say that active specific activity. So that's not a good idea. So this is a much better design as compared to this one. But the list view, as you know, that if we have 10,000, it will create 10,000 layouts, which is the waste of the memory, because at one time, if we just go back here, we can only see maybe 2 total, or like if we look at here, we can only have 1, 2, 3, and 4 we can see at one time. So after that, if we have 4,000 or 10,000 or 100,000, they are just wastage of time, because these layout is there 10 for 10,000 elements. So that's not a good idea. So for that we have the recycler view. Okay, so let me add another activity and start that particular activity on the click event of that particular specific recycler view button. So again, I will say that file new, I want to have a new activity, again empty activity, and then it say that my recycler view activity, my recycler view activity. Okay, or list my recycler activity, or list activity, my recycler activity. Okay, fine. Okay, so we have that one. Again, we already have created that particular specific data part. Okay, we have already created that particular, let me close it down. Okay, we already have created that particular specific layout file. That's again my list doctor, we don't need it anymore. We have that particular specific what you can say that we have created that particular specific data inside our list activity, and we have make it static, so it is accessible for our recycler activity. So okay, so it is accessible, so we don't need to create it anymore. But the thing is, we have the layout file, fine, but we need to create the view holder, and then we have to create the recycler view adapter. Okay, so these 2 classes we need to add. So again, I just say that I want to add that class, or so we say my recycler view holder. So when I say view holder, so we have that one. So once we have that particular specific view holder, as I told you that it should be extended. One more thing, we need to add that particular specific recycler view. Look at that, right now recycler view is not added in our dependency. So you want to add dependency? Yes, we want to add that dependency. When we say click OK, it will add that. So now we can extend from the view holder. If we look at that, it will say that Android X recycler view dot widget dot recycler view. Inside we have that particular view holder. I say yes. So now we have that one. As soon as I say yes, it say that there is something wrong with that particular specific class. So what we need to do, say press Alt Enter, and then it means that it create that particular specific constructor for us. Now we have created that particular specific constructor, and we, as I told you, that we can have that particular specific information. So I will have a card view, card, we have image view, image, and then we also have text view, text view, title, and then I also put at this position. Okay, and then here in this particular specific place, we can simply say that I want to assign that particular card is equal to we have that particular item view dot get no find by view id, and then r dot id dot my list card. Okay, that is the same as we have used in the list, so it will be the same. Okay, and then we also have the image is equal to, I will just try to copy paste this thing here, and then instead of having this my list card image, and then we have the title is equal to item view dot find by view id r dot id dot my list. Okay, my list card title. Okay, so we have assigned that particular specific thing, and then we keep it like that for the time being. This is our RecyclerView holder class. We have not used the position, but let me see. And then we also need to put that particular specific adapter. So again, we say class, I say my RecyclerView adapter. So again, because I need to extend it from the RecyclerView adapter, so we say that extends RecyclerView dot RecyclerView dot adapter. So let me exactly see that it should be a RecyclerView adapter. No, adapter. Yeah, it is the adapter. So if you look at that, it's, I mean, we need to make sure we have multiple adapters here. We also have the Android.widget, but this is not what we want. We want something like Android X RecyclerView dot widget and RecyclerView. Inside the RecyclerView library, we have the adapter. So we have that one adapter. So, and then we also need to provide, so we say my RecyclerView holder. So now once we have done that, again we can say alt enter, and it say that you need to implement all those methods. Yes, we want to implement all those methods. Before we can implement those methods, first of all we need to create that particular specific data part. So that is actually a list type of the list item, and this is a data, and here, and then we can say that control n, and then we want to create a constructor for this one. So we have that constructor which taking as an input the data and assigning it to the our data part, and then inside our item count we say that we want to have a data dot size. So how many items are there, we will be going to. So first we need to create the what you can say that we need to create that particular specific view holder when the first time we are going to create it. Okay, so for that we need to have the layout inflator, because we need to create the layout from the XML file. So we have to have a layout inflator. Inflator is equal to, for we are getting that particular specific layout inflator dot from the specific content. So we parent not on create, so we have the parent dot get context. Okay, so from that context we are get that particular specific inflator, and then we say that view is equal to we need to add that one, is say that we say alt enter, it will add that particular specific file inside our import list. Okay, so view, and then we say that inflator dot inflate, and what we want to inflate, so we said r dot layout dot my list item layout, and then we have the parent, and then we want to attach it to the parent. No, we don't want to attach it to the parent, and then we are going to finish it, and at the end we are saying that new recycler new my RecyclerView holder, and we pass that particular specific layout that we have created to it. So I mean that we assigned that put that particular specific layout inside that view holder. Okay, So that is what, so we have overwritten that particular specific 3 lines. First, get the inflator, create the view or the layout from the layout file and assign it to a view, and pass that view to the my recycler view holder and create a new one. So new my recycler view holder, passing that particular specific view as a argument to the constructor, it will create that view holder for us. And now at the end, the simple thing, we are updating the data inside the view holder. So we can say that holder dot position is equal to position, okay, and holder dot image is equal to image dot set image resource from data. No, not this one. We need to have a data dot get. So from the position we get the data record, and from there we are getting that particular specific image resource. Again we say that holder dot title dot set text, and then again we say from the data we are getting that particular specific record at a specific position, and from that particular we are getting the title. So we assign these values to them. We don't need to have something to do with anything with the card which is there inside our recycler view, but for the image and the title we need to change the contents of those views. Okay, so we have done it. We also assign the position value inside our this one. Okay, so let me see, we have almost all done. Did I change that thing for the list view? Okay, let me see if we have a list view, and inside the list view we have that particular specific button. We did not put any on click event, so we say on click. So we say my recycler clicked. So again I need to put alt enter, create that particular specific method over there. I say intent intent is equal to new intent, passing the context, that is this, and then we say that my recycler recycler activity dot class that we want to start, and then we say start activity. It will take the start activity. Okay, fine. And then we can run that particular specific application, and I think that's all done except, so we start the list activity. I mean the list activity, we have that. So if we click on that, we can always go into the details one, and then when we click on the recycler view, it will take me to the recycler view. Okay, in the recycler view, if we look at our activity my recycler view, we have not done anything yet here. So what I want to do here, I will just try to list activity and take that particular, no, not take that, but maybe I will just take that particular recycler view. Okay, so let me just make it simple, because after that we are not going to go anywhere. So I say recycler view, and you can see it has changed. We also need to provide the ID. I say plus okay, ID, again enter, add the data plus ID, and then we say my recycler, because we have not like did anything over there. So I this one, and then I go into the my recycler view. Here I say that my no, not recycler view is equal to find by view ID r.id dot my recycler. Okay, and then here we need to set a few things. One, what are those? First of all, we need to say that recycler view dot set layout manager. If I say new linear layout manager, and then we pass the context, so it will be fine. And then we say that we want to recycler view dot set adapter, and here so a new my recycler view adapter, and then we pass the data, and that data is actually coming from the list activity dot data. Okay, so if I just try to run that one now, list activity, we go into this one, and then we click on the recycler view. Look, we have that particular specific list. I mean, because we have not implemented the click event here, so when we click over here, it is not going to do anything. But what we can do, we go into our recycler view holder, and using that particular card dot set on click listener, we say new on click listener, it will create that particular specific method. So what I need to do, I say that I want to create an intent is equal to new intent, and we say that we have a v dot get context, because we need to provide the context, and then we say that we have that particular card one activity dot class that we want to, and then we also inside the intent we are putting that intent dot put extra, and remember that we have that position, and then we put the position inside it, and then we say start. It's not going to get me that one, so I say v dot start, no, so v dot get context dot start activity, and then we pass the intent. Okay, so let me rerun that application and see if it is working or not. So we start the list activity. With this activity is working, click on the recycler view is collecting. So if I click on the glacier, so it show me the glacier. If I click on this one, Kaitiaki River Adventure, or if I just say that I want to click on this doubtful sound, so it will look at that. I mean, it's showing me all those things together. So that is the what you can say that a demonstration for the week 5. I hope you have enjoyed and understand what is happening, all those things. And if you have any questions, then please let me know in my class. Have a good day. Bye.